We complete our journey into slope. We're going to do examples 6, 7, 8, and 9 side by side. So have those ready to go. And so here we go. They describe a line, and it's our job, our task, our pleasure to graph it. So they want this line, this is example 6, they want the line to pass through the ordered pair 0, 5. So x would be 0 right here in the middle horizontally, right? And y would be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you plot that on your graph paper, all right? You've got the graph paper in front of you there, and you'll have graph paper on your homework as well. The slope is negative 1/6. All right, the issue that I usually see is where do you consider that negative to be? Well, that's a negative number, certainly. And so here's the thing that I see frequently is sometimes there's the thought that we should apply it to both the top and the bottom. Let's quote unquote distribute it to both the top and the bottom of the fraction. But if you think about it, a negative divided by a negative is positive. So my point is this is not equivalent to negative 1/6. Mathematicians, the point is you can put it on either one, but not both, just one or the other. But mathematicians will usually think of that negative as being in the numerator, all right? What, negative divided by positive? Yeah, it's still negative, all right. So having said that, slope is vertical change over horizontal change, rise over run. So this would be what? Go down 1 from that beginning point, and to the right 6, that's a positive, isn't it? And horizontally, positive horizontally is to the right. So this is down 1 and to the right 6 from that beginning point. So count on your grid, your graph paper, down 1 to the right 6, down 1 to the right 6, draw a line, bang, all right? What I normally tell people, you can freehand it. If if you're kind of a perfectionist, get a straight edge out. Or a really good instrument to graph lines would be something like, oh, I don't know, a credit card or something like that. You can pull out a credit card and draw it, and then, I don't know, when you're done, maybe mail the credit card to me. Okay, anyway, I tried. But there you go. There's the graph of that. And that has a negative slope, doesn't it? That's it. So, that's example 6. Example 7, graph the line through the ordered pair 0, negative 2. So x would be 0, that'd be right here in the middle on the x-axis, right? Positive this way, negative, the x is this way. Y is negative 2, and there's your beginning point. I keep talking about beginning point. When you graph lines, you have a point from which to begin the graph. All right, the slope talks about how to move from that beginning point to another. Rise over run. Wait, 4 is not a fraction, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. You guys know that 4 can be made into a fraction, can't you? Let's do this together. In fraction form, 4 would be 4 over 1. That's right. So, wouldn't we rise 4 and run 1? They're both positive, right? So that's up 4 and to the right 1 from here, from the beginning point. So up 4, and to the right 1. So go to that beginning point and rise 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, run 1. Pull out your checkbook and use it to draw the line, and then send your checkbook to me. There you go, all right? So, example number 8, here we go. Through the ordered pair 0, 5 with a slope of 0. So again, you've got your beginning point, 0 on the x-axis and 5 on the y-axis. So 0, 5, plot the point, that's an ordered pair. Okay, the slope is 0. 0 is not a fraction. Again, I keep pointing out that slopes are most easily understood, in my opinion, if you make them into fractions, rise over run, vertical over horizontal. So the question becomes, well, 0 is not a fraction, is it? Yes, it is. 0 can be made into a fraction altogether now. 0 over 1! So if we rise 0, which means we don't go up or down at all, and then we run 1, horizontal 1 unit, we would get a secondary point here, and there you go. And you know what? 0 is kind of interesting because it wouldn't have to be over 1. In fact, you could put it over any number you want. I had a student one time who said that their slope of 0 was 0 over big old humongous number, 986 trillion and something or other. I don't know if you can see that. But look, it's the same thing. That person would have gone up 0, and then they would have run really far to get that second point, and they still would have gotten the same line that we just did. So 0 can really be any fraction, 0 over your favorite number. All right. Or a really big number like that if you feel like running a long ways horizontally. Okay, and example number 9, finally. We have through the ordered pair 7, 0. We have to establish that beginning point, 7, 0. That'd be 7 on the x. That's positive 7, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 0. That's 7, 0. Undefined? Oh no. What the heck does that mean, Mr. Sugarcane? Let's make it into a fraction. Slopes are easily understood if you make them into fraction. I want to make a fraction that's undefined. What would be the one characteristic of that slope to make it undefined? Oh, that's right. If it's got 0 on the bottom, it's going to be undefined. You can't divide by 0. So as long as that denominator is 0, it's going to be undefined. What should the numerator be? I don't care. What's your favorite number? 3. Mine is also 3. Yes, I'm the third child in my family. I was born on the 3rd day of the 3rd week of the 3rd month. I love the number 3 just like you. Let's make it 3. It could be 12. It could be 100. I don't care. So let's do 3 over 0. So we would go rise 3, 1, 2, 3, run 0, which means we don't move horizontally at all, and it looks like that second point would be that, and look, it's right above that. And if you're like, well, now wait a minute there, Mr. Solder Gun, I'm the 8th child in my family, and put an 8 up there. That's still undefined, and you go up 8 units and run 0. You get the same line, wouldn't you? Okay? So as long as, just remember, undefined means that's got to be 0. Right? Okay, so we've got those 4 graphs again with the 4 different slopes. And I would again encourage you to get up and move. That's what a slope is, right? M for move. So why don't we slope our way out of here? And I'll provide the music. Get up, do the slope dance with me.
I like to move it.
And I'm going to clean up a little bit and get ready to go home to have dinner with my lovely Helga. Rise and run, everybody. Come on now. Feels good. Get that heart going. What happened to Mr. Safety Deposit Box? Here he is. Mr. Saber-toothed Tiger. Here we are. Good night, everybody. Make sure you get some sloping in every day, all right? Y'all take care now.